Yo, what up, peoples? I was just watching this video and kind of touched me, man. I mean, you find something in life that you can relate to, man. You don't just look and be like, oh, I'm glad that's not me, man. You try to think about what occurred in that person's life for the situation that occurred to occur. I was watching this news article. This young lady, probably in her 20s, she has 2 kids. I don't know the ages. I know the one that the situation was about was a 4-month-old baby, and the baby drowned. The baby passed away. The baby drowned, and they found the mother was on Xanax and another pill, and now they just locked her up because they found out that the baby had fluid in his lungs. She said that the baby had fell in the tub and she grabbed him out real quick, but from the report it's showing that the baby was left, I don't know if it was held down in the water or if the baby was left in the water, but the baby drowned, and they just locked this young lady up. And the first thing I thought about was my daughter. And I have a 4-month-old grandson, and I can't imagine going through that situation. You know what I mean? The fact that my daughter was born, we were told that she could not have kids. She had a missing chromosome, and it took years for us to tell her that. And when we finally told her that, after she asked me, it broke her down. She went spiraling. She was already, going through something, but then she went spiraling. Imagine being a female and finding out that the greatest gift that God gave you, which is to reproduce and create an image in the man and the woman, and you were unable to do that. I'm skipping around, but I'm just skipping around to why this topic was so important to me, because my daughter ran out into the world, into the wilderness, when I done everything to protect her. Once your kids get a certain age, only thing we could do is guide. Once they reach a certain age, like the police told me one day, you can't kick out, you can't do this, you can't do that. Everything has to be done accordingly. So it's free will at that point. But my daughter came home one day and she told me, she said, "Dad, my friend said I don't have to listen to y'all no more." That kind of bugged me out. But at the rate my daughter was going, she could have been dead or in jail or worse. You know what I mean? Hell on earth. My grandson saved her life. Her having a child saved her life. But I'm thinking about the young lady that was just incarcerated because of the 4-month-old that drowned in the pool and the tub, and she was under the influence of Xanax and another drug, and she wasn't in her right state of mind. And the first thing I thought about was, did she have any help, any assistance, any guidance, any mentors around her? It's not easy to go from loving, caring, free Lansing to becoming pregnant and having a child. Now, a lot of people say, hey, she should have been this, or everybody don't go by everybody's guidelines. When I say that, I mean, a lot of people end up doing that fairy tale where they get married and, they have a baby and life is great. They get a home, a house. Everybody don't have that. My wife and I, we didn't have that. You know what I mean? I had to learn to be a father, growing up without a father while in the streets. So first thing I thought about was, where was the kid's father? Did the female have any assistance as far as her parents? She was struggling, and did she have an addiction, or was she trying to numb herself? Was she overwhelmed? That's the things that I think about. And then I think about the 4-month-old child that drowned. The process of coming here through them tubes and following the light and coming out after 9 months, 8 months, however long the pregnancy was, but to enter this world through her tubes and to develop mental and physical and the spiritual process, man, it kind of like bothered me, man, because that baby was snuffed out. Didn't know what was going on, was sent right back. Baby was here 4 months, and the baby was sent right back. After fertilizing that seed and that baby coming here, man, and then this young lady, unaware of what the drugs was doing to her to numb herself, for her to not even have her child anymore. I know this is a heavy debate, and a lot of people will wish, jail or death on this young lady. But we're not all prepared. Some people say, well, if you're not prepared, you shouldn't do this, shouldn't do that. There's all types of numbing things for young men and young women. Young women that aren't loved properly and raised properly, they seek love naturally from outsiders, just like the young men that are seeking love and support from their peers or ones that they can adapt or relate to. If you have a grandchild, if you have a child, try to be a little bit more encouraging. Try to be there for them. It's a sacrifice. It's learning to love somebody other than yourself. I just want to say rest easy to the 4-month-old, and I don't know what's going to happen with the 20-something-year-old young lady, and this occurred in Florence, South Carolina. I don't know what's going to happen with her, but I know she's destroyed, and she probably didn't mean to do that. She wasn't in her right state of mind, but her life was taken. Her life was taken. All right, y'all, I just want to throw that out there, because if you have a child or grandkids that have kids, try to be there for them. You won't always see the signs of what they're going through, because everybody's trying to be strong. Everybody's putting their mask on. And some people be like, I don't need no help. Everybody needs help. All right, one love, y'all. Just wanted to put that out there.